Larry is really this much taller than us.
Larry the Giant.
No, we're sitting, and Larry's standing.
What?
And as we started, Larry said,
I can fake sit.
should I be
Easy.
sitting?
I don't think my mic's on. Hold on.
Your mic's not on?
There it is.
Okay.
Anyway, Ben's sitting this one out, but we are talking about
Fall.
fall, yes, and going apple picking and pumpkin picking. There's so many great places here where you can do that.
And you're so pumped right now.
I am. This is like my favorite time of
Well,
year.
you got the colors
besides
that
Christmas.
go
Yes,
with it
I
right
planned
there.
it.
Yeah.
So we want you to chime in. Tell us your favorite places to go apple picking, pumpkin picking, your favorite fall activities. But Kia is highlighting one special place in our area where you can do just that.
Hello, hello. So we were talking about Windy Hill all morning. So they're actually opening up today in just a couple hours. So starting at 10, they're opening up the farm stand. They're going to run until 6, but you can stop and get your to-go Windy Hill products, maybe even their apple cider donuts, which Sarah's been telling me about. But then on top of that, something else to look forward to. So the hard cider tastings are going to start next week. That's August 18th. And make a reservation ahead of time. They're going to run only from noon to 7. And like we were talking about earlier during the show, it's a smaller orchard. So some of those reservations might get taken up really fast. Another thing to look forward to, though, in about a month, so September 18th, that's when they're going to go ahead and start their apple picking as well. And again, small orchard here. So they're only taking online reservations. Otherwise, you can't go. So you might want to check out the website like as soon as possible so you can reserve your spot. And then even further ahead, anyone that goes to the yearly festival, so the details are coming for their 30th annual Windy Hill Harvest Festival. And like I said before, we were asking all morning what your favorite fall activities are, so make sure you go ahead and drop those in the comments as well. We did get a couple of responses during the show. My favorite, football season. Other than that, all of the Greek Fest, the Oktoberfest, someone said the Lincoln County Apple Festival. So I'm excited. This is a list of things that I can do for my first Charlotte fall season.
Morning.
I'm excited.
Someone says morning, Larry. Morning.
Oh, yes, Larry, you get a shout out like at least once a day.
Everybody loves Larry.
Thank you very
By
much.
the way, the emoji game on that one comment is strong.
Oh, yes.
Seeing the apple, the football. Look at that. That is well done. Not just one apple, but the two different colored
I love
apples.
that.
And then, of course, the pizzazz next to morning Larry. See, emojis are always encouraged for these comments.
I'm here for it.
Jane chiming in saying at Windy Hill their donuts are amazing, worth the trip. But I will say a couple years ago we reserved, because you have to go on early and you have to reserve to get your spot. But we reserved our spot later in the day, and by the time we got there, all the apple cider donuts were out. So you have to get there early.
Right there.
Yes, and they are so good.
Smells amazing.
John Kelly saying college football season, Oktoberfest is what he's looking forward to. Joy saying, I love apple picking. And Hank saying it's not fall until we take a ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway and go pumpkin picking.
That's good.
Oh, okay, yes. And then what was the pumpkin patch that you were telling me about?
Bush and Vine.
Okay.
So I love this place. It's family owned. They also have strawberry picking during the springtime as well. So this is in York County. It is such a great spot to go. So if you want that authentic riding on a hayride, going into the field, actually picking your pumpkin, this is the place to go.
The other thing about York County, people don't realize how big it is. Now, yours, I can't remember exactly what that location is. Is that near the town of York, or is it?
Yeah, it's actually very close to the orchard. Yeah, so it's like right down the road. So yeah, it's actually in York.
Yeah, I think we might have passed it.
Windy Hill actually is in the northwestern part of York County, down 321. It's almost south of Kings Mountain State Park. So it's such a beautiful area out there. I mean, just the ride itself is worth going out there.
We also love Hall Family Farm, which they recently moved. Yeah, because now there's a Novant Hospital on Johnston right there by the.
Not as great of a visit.
But yes, they have the hay rides, the corn mazes you can take the kids through, the pumpkin picking. They have apple cider donuts there, which is awesome. And then I was telling you guys, last year we tried Steps Hillcrest Orchard in Hendersonville. So it was a little further north, but I'm telling you, giant orchard, and you don't have to make a reservation. You just show up, and they had the cannonball guns, so the kids could put in apples, and you shoot them out and try to get
the kids or Chris?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, whoa.
Exactly.
I've launched some apples before. How far of a drive?
Well, I don't remember. I want to say
from Shaw,
couple hours.
About 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
For launching some apples.
But let me tell you, the drive in the fall when we went was gorgeous.
Very nice.
The kids, we'd stayed there all day. They had so much fun. They have a little market, and they had like pumpkin ice cream and different stuff. Yeah, so
you can
so
take
it was worth it.
Interstate 85 southbound, 26 to northbound into Hendersonville up towards Asheville in that area. Another area to go to is Lincoln. Lincoln County is Apple County. They have a big Apple Festival every year.
Yes.
So that's where
someone said that, I think, in the comments.
Yeah, take 321, then it goes right up to Lincoln, and then you go westbound on 150, and you'll encounter just
and WCNC will be there this year. So it's on our WCNC event calendar. So it'll be, and also I love it because that time of the year there's always random apples that show up here at the station. And usually from that festival. So get ready.
Hank chiming in too. I totally forgot. Carrigan Farms is a great place in Mooresville. They have hayrides. We've done apple picking with the kids there too. You get the free pumpkin. You get the apple cider. And they have, I'm sure you've seen on social media where everyone swims there in the summer and they have the rope and they can go, the rock quarry. It is so cool,
Beautiful blue water there, Carrigan Farms. There are so many places. The great thing about where we live, there's so many places to go. Eastbound, northbound, southbound, you'll encounter something. But for apples, it's all kind of west of Charlotte or southwest of here for apples.
Now, the real question, do all these places have spooky activities?
Carrigan Farms?
Carrigan Farms.
The haunted hayride?
Yes.
I'm so here for that.
And it's the haunted, what do they call it? Carrigan Farms.
Carrigan.
Oh, and you could go to Carowinds too. I don't do any of the scary stuff.
I figured.
They tried to say, let's send Sarah through the Carowinds haunted house, and I was like, I can't.
They did that to me.
I can't.
I'm going to throw this out there. I think that when it gets close enough to this, you should do some tours of some of these haunted houses. Because
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm just shouting this into the Wake Up Charlotte weekend because there's a lot of the big ones like we just mentioned, but there's a lot of smaller ones that are lesser known. So every
community has one.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go Interstate, I go Interstate 85 a lot. If you go Interstate 85 southbound, every small town along the way has some kind of haunted house.
Ooh, okay. And I love to give small businesses and farms a shout.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
Well, all right. Well, we're being told we have a cut-in live on air coming up, so we gotta wrap this thing up online. But thanks for joining us. Keep chiming in. We want to hear your favorite fall activities, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
See you.